Hey fellow language learning nerds, thank you for stopping by. Today is a lovely blue sky, the sun is shining, and I am still freezing my butt off. So today I wanted to go over a couple of recent language happenings? I gotta come up with a better name for that. But basically some of the things that I've been doing recently in language learning. I just wanted to share those with you today because recently I've been very unwell and so haven't been able to do a lot of my usual language learning stuff, right? My grammar or my kanji and whatnot. I just haven't been able to, I just haven't had the energy to do it. I wanted to highlight a few of the things that I have been able to do. Because with not being able to do my usual language learning stuff, along with that comes a sense of guilt. Like if you go a few days without practicing your Japanese in any sort of way, I end up getting this feeling of guilt, like, oh, I should be doing something. Oh no, how terrible of me that I haven't been doing that. But like, where is that coming from? I don't have any deadlines. I don't have any pressure or anyone waiting to be like, where's this improvement that I demanded from you? Like no one's waiting for that. So all of that guilt feeling is just coming from me. So to kind of help with that, if I just stop concentrating on what I haven't been able to do and try and look at the things that I have been able to do, and whether they're like big things, I have one main thing to talk about, but then a couple of others that are just fun things. I wanted to highlight those two because doing little fun things in language is also important. Okay, the main thing that I have been able to do over the last few months, in fact, is I finally bit the bullet and got italki lessons, and yeah, they've been great. Before I took italki lessons, what I was thinking was that, okay, I'm so nervous to take these lessons and I'm so like building it up in my own mind, but I know that as soon as I actually do the lessons, I will feel fine about them and I will feel really good about them, and then I'll be like, what was I even complaining about beforehand? What was I worrying about? And you know what? That's exactly what happened. I am so glad that I finally decided to get some italki lessons, and they're just like conversation classes, so there's no like some grammar or teaching like that. It's purely having a conversation back and forth with someone, and I have found that so helpful. So glad. I was so nervous beforehand, but I was very lucky that I got a teacher. I found a teacher who is very patient and really nice and easy to talk to, and so yeah, I've been doing those lessons roughly like once every 2 weeks, so not super regularly, but I absolutely love them. Having done them for a little while, for myself, I feel like I can't see the improvement in say like, oh, my vocabulary has expanded, or oh, I feel like I'm better at grammar now, or blah blah blah, or anything like that. However, what I have felt in myself is a huge confidence when it does come to talking. Having had several lessons where, you know, I'm getting used to having to try and think on the spot about the words that I need, or I'm halfway through a sentence and realise that, oh, actually I don't know how to finish this sentence, I need to switch to a different grammar structure. I feel less panicked about that. So even though I feel like I'm still just as stumbly and rambly and disjointed when I talk, I feel like I'm much more confident about just trying to talk and just being like, hey, yeah, I did this at the weekend, blah 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 blah. Where before I was just very nervous about talking out loud. I feel like even on this channel, evidence of that is here, as I do every now and again I do like a short video diary in where I speak Japanese, and it's just like simple things like I went to the park and I took a photo. But I feel like watching back on the very first one that I did and then comparing it to the most recent one that I did, or at least while I was filming it, on the most recent one I felt so much better just talking out loud and just trying to get the words out there. I felt so much more confident in that. All that to say, I've been taking italki lessons and I feel pretty good about it. On to a couple of more fun, casual stuff. Spotify has added lyrics. Yay! So now I can sing along to all of my anime tunes. Yeah, recently there was an update where now if you're playing a song, you can scroll underneath and they will have the lyrics, and some of them will even have kind of karaoke style, will kind of go along to show you which sentence the song is at. Now, I can't sing at all, so this is something purely for myself, but I think this will be a fun little thing that I can do in the privacy of my own room, is just sing along to my favourite tunes. I will admit, the very first thing I did when I found out these lyrics had been added to a lot of their songs, I just went and I sang Disney for a little while. But I am planning to go to some of my favourite songs that are sung in Japanese, and I'm just gonna have fun for a few evenings trying to learn songs and sing them in time. The Japanese lyrics are all in full Japanese, so I'm probably gonna have to do a lot of looking up of kanji before I'm able to have fun singing them, but I'm gonna do it. And from singing anime to watching anime, I haven't watched a bit of anime for a while, but very recently, like the other week, I started to watch Blue Period, which seems really, really nice. I only watched like the first 3 episodes so far. I think there's only 12 episodes. But yeah, I really like it. It was nice to finally, after a long period of not watching anything, to going back and finding a nice anime to watch. I felt really good about that. If you haven't yet, I actually would recommend checking out Blue Period. Only seen 3 episodes so far, but seems really nice. Seems nice with its story and its art, and with its animation. Also, it's about art, so there's a lot of art in there. Art. As with any series that I start, it's, even though I'm watching it with English subtitles, I am picking up like more and more words as I'm listening to stuff, and that always makes me feel good, you know. My listening skills are improving very slowly, but they are improving. Oh yeah, I actually made a little mini list of some anime that I want to watch, so as soon as I finish watching Blue Period, I'm gonna try and go watch another one. I don't want another period where I haven't watched anime for a while, so I want to continue my listening. But yeah, so it's not much, but those are a few things that I have been able to do despite feeling ill recently, and I just wanted to highlight them to kind of encourage myself, like, you are doing something, don't worry about it, don't stress about not doing several kanji sessions a week or something, or, you know, don't stress about it. Language learning doesn't have to be stressful, it can just be chilled and relaxed. And speaking of chilled and relaxed language learning, I'm going to try and do a language study stream every Sunday. That's the plan. Basically on Twitch, I'm planning to do a little study stream. It will just be just studying a little bit of grammar, some vocabulary, very casually. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm studying, gotta do all this work. It's just gonna be no, I'm just gonna be chilled. I'm gonna go over some older work, so these are things that shouldn't be too difficult, probably N5 level. And while I do that, I'm just going to be streaming on Twitch. And if anyone feels like popping in, they are more than welcome. You can either just hang out and chill, or even do a little bit of study yourself. It's completely up to you. But yeah, on the off chance that you might possibly be interested in joining me, that would be on Twitch on Sundays. I will put a link in the description to the channel itself, so you can have a look at the schedule and see what time it is for you in your time zone. And yeah, it'll be really cool to see you there. Well, that is all my natterings done for today, so hopefully I will see you in the next video, or maybe over on Twitch. And so for now, may your grammar be structured and your vocabulary varied. Bye!